morning, everyone. I would request you all to settle down. We are about to start. Okay. A very good morning to everyone. I am Stuti Banerjee. I welcome you all to the Energy in Building and Communities Technical Day at CEPT University on the behalf of Center for Advanced Research in Building Science and Energy. Before we dwell into the technical sessions, I would like to share some housekeeping rules for the seamless execution of the event. I request you all to put your phones on silent mode. Please note that photography and videography during the sessions is strictly prohibited. I request all the attendees to hold on to their questions up until the end of the session when we open up the floor for Q&A. Moving on, without further ado, I would like to request Dr. Yash Shukla, Principal Researcher and Center Head at Center for Advanced Research in Building Science and Energy, to give the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor and privilege to be standing here with so many experts from IEA, Energy in Buildings and Communities program. It's very important because in this context, we have Masters in Building Energy Performance program, and an alumni is hosting that event, which is also a CARBSE member. So it's a very pleasant to see that. And CEPT being focused on buildings and communities, having this event is as a tech day is a special occurrence in our journey of Center for Advanced Research in Building Science and Energy. So many of the students and CARBSE member would know that NX plays a very important role in creating knowledge in the domain, cutting-edge research, and throughout the day we have experts talking about various areas, starting from data-driven smart buildings, grid-integrated buildings, heat pumps, sustainable cooling in cities, and other very, very pertinent topics. So I look forward in infiltration, air quality, to say the least. And so I really encourage all of you to spend time here, learn what's happening around the world, some of the cutting-edge research that these experts are leading, and I hope all of we have a very, very productive day today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shukla, for setting the context for the day. Now, I would like to request Professor Barjor, President CEPT University, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to CEPT University. We are 63 plus years old. We started off as a school of architecture, and then we added planning, then we added technology, then we've added design, and now we have urban management. So we focus on the built environment on this campus. We are one of the rare universities with this focus in India. But the surprising thing is that we are the only master's level program in building energy efficiency in the country of 1.4 billion people. It's very surprising and very scary as well. Scary because I'll just give you some numbers. All numbers in India are large. So, you have to take that as a given. We still are building 700 to 900 million square meters of urban space to be built. I mean, that's massive. We have 230 million urban dwelling units being built as we speak. We have 185 million square meters of grade A office and industrial space still under construction. All of these are energy hungry. They are not using the latest technology. They are not based on sound construction technologies, etc. And it's our job as professionals in this field to make sure that that happens in an energy efficient, in a climate friendly manner. Since we are the only program, it's our duty in this country to propagate the idea and to help other universities also develop similar programs. It's also our responsibility to adapt the technologies that are being done outside of India, in the West, in other parts of Asia, to see how they can be adapted to the Indian condition. We are not an easy country to work in. Because we are 1.4 billion people, we allow voice above accountability. So while China has accountability, they might lack the voice in individuals, but they have accountability. We have voice, but we don't have as much accountability, and therefore we have a lot more talk, a lot more debate, but a lot less action. And this action, whatever little action that there is diffused. And so it is up to universities like us to take what is going on in the West, what the new technologies are, what the new methods of construction are, and bring them to India and adopt them to the Indian condition. So please understand us that, yes, we agree what you are doing is fantastic, but we need to take that and to adapt it to our condition. And to do that, we need the human resource, the technology, etc. So the training of human resource for a university like ours is the primary goal. And that's why we are delighted to welcome you. And when he told me about your meeting to be held here, I was a little skeptical because we don't have the infrastructure for international gatherings. We don't even have the resources for that. But Rajan manages things. Rajan and Yash manage these things pretty well, so I don't get involved. And so I'm very happy that you have come. If there have been any, shortcomings, the air I can't do anything about. None of us can. These days we are blaming it on the Ethiopian volcano. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. But we do have very bad air quality, and we are not talking about it. We are not talking about it as much as we should be talking about it. I hope that we do, because this has very perverse health outcomes. We also have very bad indoor air quality. I'm sure we don't have any meters here, because I don't want to alarm you, but I'm not sure what the indoor quality readings are. So we sort of function with our eyes kind of blindfolded, and we are racing because the economy is doing well. And we are an aspirational society. We are a young society. We are, unlike many other parts of the world, we may have fallen slightly below replacement rate, but we are still a young society. So our youth have aspirations. And for my generation, we were very skeptical about the future. The current generation is very optimistic about the future. So I don't want to deflate their aspirations. So their aspirations are for better quality housing, better, they have gone from bicycles to two-wheelers to four-wheelers. So we have to help. We cannot ask them to stop. We have to make sure that their aspirations are met. And that's where all our work is addressed to. There is another area that is very important, because the real estate sector in India is the second largest employing sector, and it accounts for nearly 18% of total employment in India. Can you imagine, of 1.4 billion people, if you have a workforce of about 45%, and 18% of that is in the real estate sector? So when we talk about mechanization, when we talk about robots, etc., we have to be very careful of how we approach this, because we are still a poor country. People in government may not want to talk about that, but we are still around $3,000 US per capita income. So what is it that the country can afford to do? Even as we have large numbers of fairly middle class and rich people, but what is it that we can afford as a country as a whole at $3,000 US per capita? So that context has to be very clearly understood. So while we race ahead while some parts of our society, some of us who are educated, those of us who are attending universities and attending international conferences, we have to make sure that we stay grounded. We have to make sure that we stay grounded so that we are not promising the moon because we will not be able to deliver that. So what is it that we can deliver? How much of it that we can deliver, given our own context, is what is very important. So I'm really thankful to you, all of you, for coming. I hope our students take the right messages, and I hope that our master's program in building energy efficiency, Anil is here. She's the dean. She has to manage all the demands from Rajan, so I don't have to. I have one step removed. And so, you know, I'm fine. I will just end by letting you know that we have about 2,000, roughly 2,000 students. And I'm extremely thrilled that, and not just because I'm a quote unquote woke guy, but the fact is that we are more than 50% are women. And in India, that is a very rare, situation. And even in the engineering faculty, we have a predominance of women. So they are coming, slowly. But it's up to us as universities to make sure that they come into the workforce. Because we have aspirations to be a $5, $7, $10 trillion economy. We can't reach there if more than 50% of our population, let's put it in very crude terms, our labor force, if 50% of our labor force is not productive, we just cannot reach there. It's just impossible. Statistically, numerically, whichever way you look at it, it's impossible. So if we want to become rich, we have to get the women involved. And women have a very particular interest in indoor air quality. So that's the reason why I mention it. They remain in India. Large parts of our female population remains at home in very congested environments. And so how do we reach out to them and make sure that their lives are improved is also very important. So with that, thank you very much. I like to go on and on about these things, but I will not go any further. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day. I'm sorry I won't be able to attend most of it. It's the end of the semester. If you stay here 3 more days, you would see the exhibition. We are one of the few universities that make sure we require, right, Anil? We require each and every student to put up their work in a public exhibition. And we invite the city, and we invite all guests to come and take a look, because that's how we reach out to the community. So thank you very much.